This is basement. We have office. Yeah. We have, they should have cleaned up. Okay, okay. We have offices here too. We have offices here. We don't have much in the basement. You know, it's the theater that actually came down. We don't. This is it's a classroom, but we want to turn it to a computer lab. Yes. There's a company that wants to donate software. Then we told them we don't have workstation. So they said they will donate 25 computers and then donate the software. But we should make provision for space. So we have decided that this is where we will put it. But you know, we still took it to management what Unilag should provide, apart from space. We will provide the sockets, we will provide the enforcement for the windows. The management said we should go and see to it. So we have come to alumni again. Don't worry. Very soon we will start commercializing, like the speaker said, so that the flow will be more. Not just alumni cannot take over everything. It will be too much. Yeah, thank you. Alumni. The last hope, Abby. Okay, so that's all about. The basement is a small place. Year 3 chemical class. Year 3 chemical class. Year 3. No, they were doing seminar. So this was a group. Year 3 chemical.
Okay, so does it mean they come here for their programs?
Their lectures. Their lectures.
We have that.
Haha, we have. All over the place. You were moving around.
Yes.
This is year 3 class. They're always there.
Year 3.
Yes.
So when they do have classes, they sit down there.
They can read there.
Interesting.
This is MIC class. Oh, year 3 pet and gas. Year 3 pet and gas. We are there. We'll soon get there. Yes, year 3 pet and gas. Year 3. That's what they are saying. You know, that that you are moving all around. Let's go up now. Yeah. Open the library. Yes. And seminar and library. Open everywhere. Now. So. Mine no. We have come to your door. Yes. This is the departmental office. Our staff. Our staff. Our staff with their broken tables that we are managing. Okay, you've locked it. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is the admin officer's office. AO. She's the admin. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, thank you. This is it. This is the departmental office. Yeah. Yeah. So, cameraman, these are all past HODs. You can see Prof. Oguye, Prof. Susu, Prof. Matete, Professor Labisi, Professor Latunji, Professor Luegboja, yeah, Professor Bello, Professor Ako, Professor Kende, Professor Oyekunle. I thought you would be here. You see? And then Professor Deloye, Professor Aribike, he was here yesterday, Professor Ogumbayo, and myself. Yes. 2020 20 what? What am I seeing?
2001.
2001. Yeah. This is actually a computer lab. But we are trying to stop using this kind of table because it takes space. We prefer the library kind of table, workstation. Something like this. By the time you divide this like this, you have you conserve more space. So that's one in the basement now. We plan to use this kind of table and not this. This is space wasting. But for now, yeah. And we have most of our petroleum engineering things have a lot of software. Yeah, and we have the license anyway. They are virtually all working. We refurbished them last year. Oh yes.
Yes, we have internet.
Yes.
Our server is inside this place.
We have goods.
Inside this small room.
No, maybe you want to upgrade for us. So.
These people now try to steal all your ideas.
Uh.
Take it to you.
There is no light there.
My wife went to it, so
Okay, you're always dragging it. All right. So this is our seminar room here. 70 to 80 people sitting comfortably. So we do seminars here. This is where we had our press conference on Monday. Yeah.
let me just ask. That computer room, there's nothing to be done there. Right?
There is what?
Is there anything to be done there?
In the computer room.
Yes.
Where your server is
And we just repaired the computers. Because when I came on seat last year, virtually all of them were not working. So I borrowed money from my husband to repair it. I don't know when the department will refund all my money. They know they put interest. I can't put interest. They will say I'm embezzling money. Abi? He knows.
Let me ask you another.
Yes.
How often do they do seminars?
when the specs are ready.
So we ensure they do it before the exam. We ensure they do that because immediately after the exam, they will drive them away from those steps. The MSc, all the PG defense as they are ready. You can't rush them.
I think we have MSc either next week or the upper week.
Yes, they are preparing for one now.
Why not? Please, you are. And you know the issue because of low staff strength. We now split ourselves into different panels because the students are many. If you have 150 students, no, BSc for example,
Chemical engineering.
and petroleum. So, and you want to break them, you want to listen to 12 people at a sitting. That's a full job for the day. So you now break into panels, and then how many lecturers you want to, or else you are just overworking people. Those who japa, we share their courses. The government keeps their salary. That's the painful side of the whole thing. In fact, one lecturer left last year to UK. I've taken over his course. His salary is with government. So, we are not allowed to employ. Abuja.
They have not employed in the last how many years?
In 6 years, we have not employed anybody. Mrs. Ogumbayo retired this year. She is not replaced. All her courses, I've shared it to everybody. And the salary she was taking, government will keep it.
So isn't there any way to tackle that?
It's federal government.
They will say it's Abuja.
It's federal government.
Professor Susu has told us that private school is on a different phase equilibrium.
Okay, sir.
Yes, please, sir.
Is it possible to have lecturers on contract?
No, they don't do that.
No, we do.
To have lecturers on contract?
We do.
Paid by the department?
It's very possible. Now the ones, yes, it's very possible because we got adjoint lecturers, but it is still university that is paying them because the department. Yes, if department has pocket, why not?
But one of the bottleneck of that method is IPPIS.
No, it's because government is paying. If they're on contract, they are. See, I just got about 11 letters yesterday appointing associate lecturers who said they talk. I did meeting with them. They are alumni. They said they will teach without pay. So I processed it. I got the appointment letter came here yesterday. So if you take people like that and the alumni is paying them, it doesn't concern university.
Give them stipends.
That is it.
Give
But
them
they need-
stipends.
Exactly.
Since they are willing.
They are willing.
No.
Before we go down,
Yeah, solution.
then Olufemi will take over.
The library.
People have been sweating. This place is cool. I hope they are coming this way. This is our library. It's for the department. Sure they are coming. Shine the light. Snap them.
Coming back to that point of Petroleum,
Yes.
the paper was a bill gave yesterday. He
Yes.
said currently there are 19 lecturers in the department.
No, in enrollment. On ground, we are 12.
I'm going to
Okay.
Yeah, so there are some that are not here.
Okay, 12 on ground. Yes.
We have 12 lecturers in the department.
No, in chemical. 5 in Petangas.
But at this rate that we're going,
It's horrible.
it means that in another 5 years,
You won't have anybody.
you won't have one
You
lecturer.
won't have any lecturer.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
And it's coming from the discussion that we just had. So do you have the capability of online teaching? So that people, because, so you understand, because a lot of people, let me tell you, if you have that,
Those 9 lecturers we got yesterday,
aha,
most of them are teaching virtual,
excellent.
some hybrid.
Yeah.
And we are attaching them to permanent staff. So you will just be working with your. It's excellent
That is
arrangement.
excellent.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
It's a
possible.
big barrier. You know, we lost accreditation for Pet and Gas. So our Pet and Gas alumni, 2007, that's the first graduate. I think to 2012, they had a meeting. One of them came here. So I discussed with her. They now arranged online meeting. We now met. That's when we discussed all these things. So about 10 of them applied because you must process the application. So they say they are doing it free, pro bono. If you don't say it like that, the school will not employ them because there's no money from Abuja.
but we have accreditation now.
No, we are preparing for accreditation.
We are doing it next month.
Because
Next month.
Yeah,
so can I
2021. Yes, that's when chemical got full accreditation. Pet and Gas got
can listen to it.
lost.
It's even online now. It's on YouTube now.
So
They are,
better.
no, they will come and be revisited. After 3 years, they come. Yes, we got full accreditation is 5 years.
So it's better.
Pet and Gas
Okay,
are
question.
lost.
Now,
That's why
I
it's
know that you have someone. I remember somebody was when somebody mentioned this when they were having discussion. You have someone that is kind of coordinating the alumni.
And not really. We have an alumni committee in this department.
Okay.
Because alumni, they are so scattered. So you need
Lecturers.
lecturers who are alumni all of themselves.
Okay.
You understand? So the alumni that are at home base, we use them to form an alumni
Okay, the reason
committee
why-
so that they will be at home.
Okay, the reason why I said
Yeah.
that because I observed that. Think about it, how vast the
Very
alumni
vast,
is.
yes.
Now here represented W is 286. We were in masters together, 87, and I think one or two people just pocket it. And I believe that the alumni, they really want to do something. But I believe that there isn't enough communication or a lot of awareness as to what's going on.
Yeah. You know, the issue is that we didn't even have their contacts. This is the first time.
So
This is the first time we had to create a website, let people register, let's get their email, let's communicate. Then this WhatsApp group that Mrs. Ogunbayo started last year, I didn't know about it. I wasn't even on that WhatsApp group. It's last month they told me there's WhatsApp and added me. And since then, it has grown from 120 to almost 400.
Can I also suggest something?
So it's going around.
One of the things you can do is you can assign a number of students in the department. So go to LinkedIn.
Okay.
And then what you do is that you take the list for each.
ESCO, you hear, student ESCO.
So the list, you go, you look at the graduation list here for each year, and then you Google them. Because if you Google, if you check LinkedIn, you will put in there Unilag 2021 to 2022. From there, then you can take it from there and now start reaching out to people. Let me be honest with you. There are a lot of people. They might say they don't have the time, but they have the money, and they'll be more than willing to help. So that's number one. Then number two thing I want to talk about. The number two thing I want to talk about is, do you have, there's a student I work with. So I work with students. I place students in schools abroad. So I work with the best graduate student in 2010 of Unilag and chemical engineering 2010. Ozowe is already added in. I got him and his wife, both of them finished from chemical. And then when it told me while he was here in their own set that MTN had like a study center. And that study center, it was from that study center that he was able to access the MIT courseware, that's MIT online courses, EGS, Coursera, all those things. And that helped him to make a first class. So my question to you is that, do we have such study center? So if it's no, then is it not something that you work on? And this is what it's going to do. The advantage, it will lessen the burden even on the lecturers. Even the lecturers can go to those sites and refresh themselves, because those sites, they are loaded. And they're free. They are loaded and they are free. And the other thing you might not know, and they are willing to do, even if you reach out to the owners, when I say owners, whoever is in charge, they might be willing to partner with you to even set up classes and teach your students. And some of them, if you pay a token, it's free. But if you pay a token, students are able to acquire, they issue certificates to them. So, and and there are many, and they are owned by, most of those sites are owned by all the top universities all across the world, and they are loaded. So if you have like a study center, so we need a study center like the computer study center that you showed us, we can assign a time to the different levels. So we assign a class to them, they work with their lecturer and some of the students, and if you want to work with them, so we sit down and look at the courses that are relevant to the different levels. So in addition to their taking their classes, they will always also be going there when they have their free time to go and learn there. When they are on, there's nothing like holiday when you are in school. No, and I'm serious. Once you pass secondary school, there's no holiday again in life. So they can go there and start learning. You understand? In addition to what the Shola are doing with them, and then their holidays too. We should also look for companies. Some of those that have companies, we should look for companies and make them do internship. And they are not. It doesn't have to. It's not the technical content they are looking for, so that we can help them to acquire life skills, which will help them when they are applying to school. Like US is very generous. There's a lot of money in the US. When I say a lot, there's plenty of money. Looking for who to use them, and you understand there are a lot of opportunities. So I think we can do that. So that will lessen it. That will lessen the workload on the lecturers, and even the lecturers can go there. You understand? You can go there and update your what do you call you update the curriculum, revise and all that.
Both chemical and paint and gas, they use it together because most of their courses are still they do it together. Yeah, they are still common.
So you have chemical engineering and then you have pet and gas.
Petroleum and gas.
Petroleum and gas engineering.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the 2 degrees we award.
Okay. All right. And in terms of accreditation, no, the 2 of them are fully accredited.
No, we have for chemical.
Okay.
But for petroleum and gas, we have been denied.
Okay.
Last year, but we are working towards it now. We have re-accreditation next month.
Okay.
The major reason why we were denied was because of staffing and maybe 1 or 2 equipment.
Okay.
We are working towards that. So this is our chemical engineering lab 2. So this was sponsored by 86 alumni sets. That's how I put it here. So those are the equipment we have in this place. For separation equipment, we have liquid extraction equipment, solid liquid extraction equipment. And then for mass transfer equipment, we have gas absorption, cooling crystallization, folic film absorption, and gas adsorption. Then we have some equipment for chemical reaction engineering. We have a chemical reactor trainer there, batch reactor, thermal batch reactor, continuous step-down reactor, and fixed bed catalysis. Then we have also for heat transfer equipment, rising from evaporator and west cooling tower. So all of them are inside there. Then we label them accordingly. So this is for cooling utilization equipment. Then this is mass transfer equipment. All the units have been distributed. This is for mass transfer equipment. Yes.
Yes.
I've seen dust.
It's because
They are
of
not in session.
weather. They are not in session now.
Yes, they are brick.
They are resuming at the end of the month.
Yeah, in October, I was like,
This one is extraction, separation equipment. Then this for reaction engineering. These three. Then the label is here. This one is fixed bed catalysis equipment. Yeah. This is your lab. Take them through.
This is fixed bed catalysis reactor, and then we use it to test the performance of the fixed bed catalysis. So that's for EF4 experiment, and this one also. This is a continuous static reactor. We use it to train them on reactor experiments. That's the main trainer, but we have different head that we remove. This is a removable head for cascaded 3 static reactor.
Like a removable kit.
Yes.
It's a kit for that one.
And this one is the batch reactor. Batch reactor. If you want to have batch reactor, we just put it on that place. This is a tubular or plug flow.
this one has a steam jacket.
Yes. The batch. Yes, the batch. And this is the tubular reactor. Tubular reactor. And this is the main trainer. But right now we have just one continuous state tank reactor on it. And a master student came to use it for 1 or 2 research and extracted data for it. So basically this lab is done by your 4 students, chemical engineering.
Sorry, when we did our own, year 4 was the final year.
No, year 4 is
Year 5 is not the final year.
final. Yes, final.
Change the way they-
Yes.
That's okay. I'm
It's
just
a
trying
5-year course now.
Yeah. It's good.
Yes. You understand?
It was 4 years. Okay.
Year 5, they don't do lab again. Or they do final year projects.
Yes.
Oh, a project for the whole year.
Final year project for a whole year, yes.
Yes.
Do you do any classes though?
They do classes.
We do classes.
Okay, project.
Final year project.
The
also
project
design
is a 6-unit course, 3 units first semester, 3 units second
I
semester.
think I remember we did project too. I hope this is not an NTA.
To fix some things in the hostel. So that's why they extended by 1 month.
Okay.
So how many months do they use in school nowadays?
Sir?
How many months does a typical school year have
Session.
A
nowadays?
semester is about 16 weeks, averagely.
But practically,
That's 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months. But practically, with all this
5 months.
strike and or maybe this is not. Maybe they are
But theoretically,
maybe that's on inside.
That one depends on ASU, NASU, and federal government.
Normally 16 weeks, 16 working weeks.
So this one is an transfer equipment. So electrical steam generator. And what we normally do, the reason why you can see dust on some of them is because there is no way the students can perform experiments on all of them at the same time. So from time to time, we select like 4 or 5, put it in their manual, you run it for some time, then some of the equipment are resting. So that's what we are doing. Like the one we are preparing for accreditation next month now, the one for pet and gas, we have changed about 4 experiments. So the manual they are using before, we have replaced the experiment. We are giving them new ones. Since the equipment are available.
What about maintenance? What's the maintenance like? So the people that provided the equipment, is there like a maintenance program that you go through?
there is no consistent support from God, but we maintain it ourselves. We are trained engineers.
Okay.
Most of us have training in polytechnic and also in the university.
Okay.
And we also go for time to time courses training. So like most of us have done training on maintenance of equipment. So we maintain them from time to time. Like before the master student came to use it, he was with him and they looked at whatever they can clean and all that, and we finished this project.
So how about the funds for maintenance, the funds for operations? It's like you have chemicals, you have your running costs. How is that handled? Is that from you?
My Oga can answer that.
Actually, from the students, they register for laboratories. So part of the fund goes into maintenance, then part of it goes into production of their lab manuals. But now the system has changed. It's going to change from this session because now universities are now charging obligatory fees. So the management has mandated all faculties not to collect lab money from the students again. So the one collected at the central will be sent to the department for maintenance. You know, there was a lot of uproar in the country. You know, the student disturbances all over the campus. UNILAG did their own, OAU did their own. They did it in the north. So the students are now paying to the central post of the university. But that money is now going to be sent to the department once they resume within a week. That's a promise from the management. But before we do it, each faculty and department handle their own separately. But now it's being handled centrally by the university.
I'm on the radio, so I mean, I will ask you my own question.
No, when you mentioned that that's a promise from the management, I was like
Because
a
this is
smile
the
on your
first time
face
we are
that,
doing it. It's the first time. It's the first time. So we are hoping that it's going to be like that.
Yes, and smiling.
We are hoping it's going to run that way. But the management is strict about it. They said we shouldn't collect money from in the department again. So, because I handle the lab, the technologists are supervised them. So, we are just waiting for the school to resume, and we hold on. Even all the timetable we have drawn, we hold on. So, whether the money will come. So, I am not going to laugh, sir.
That might be an opportunity for the alumni. That might be an opportunity for the alumni
Yes, to come in and help.
to come in.
Yes.
Because
We really need help.
it's one thing to say, okay, English or mass communication. Those kind of funds. I love, my wife started off as an English teacher, so that's why I can say
Like,
that.
if you look at the list presented,
You know, it's engineering courses need physical equipment and practical stuff. And we are very good at, okay, we buy all this nice equipment. In 2 years, I mean, I'm not saying, this is just a generic statement. In 2 years, we can't, sustain it. So at least having that maintenance, I think is an important.
we have more.
I'm not blaming,
No. I just want to support that. We have more equipment in chemical. Where we really have serious issue is in petroleum and gas. And if you look at the list, the $1 million laboratory equipment and endowment fund that we distributed, most of the equipment fall under petroleum and gas engineering. This lab is basically chemical engineering lab 2. We still have another one there. It's chemical engineering lab 1. I've told them to open it. When we leave and now we go there. Then we have our unit operation lab down there. The older one, maybe you will know that one.
The one in the main building.
Yeah, the main building.
Is it still being used?
Yes.
Okay.
We use it for pilot plant
okay.
operation.
Yeah, because it looked.
We have to use it for pilot. My own PhD thesis, my rig is still there.
Okay.
I carry for my PhD work, it's still there. So many students also use it for their work. But the problem we really have is in petroleum and gas. Petroleum and gas. So, and that's why most of the equipment here goes to petroleum and gas, except few of the equipment that is for analysis, for research purpose. But the teaching equipment, the majority of them fall under petroleum and gas. And that's one of the reasons why the team that came was able to say, no, we deny your accreditation. Back to back. We have interim back to back. We addressed, personally, I wrote a letter, we addressed the issue, we wrote to NUC. They said, no, those two issues, staffing and equipment.
But staffing, they won't allow you to.
And now we are, like the issue raised up, sir, the issue of contract staff, it will not help. But 3 contract staff is equivalent to 1 full-time lecturer. So if you have 3 contract staff, it's like 1 academic staff, full-time. So we are still, it's just to help. We are not
I
really there
understand. So the accreditation, that's Korean or who is
NUC.
And are they the ones who are responsible for disbursement of funds?
They don't disburse funds though. Their own is to come and accredit another pass of it.
Because they don't give you money for
They
staff.
don't
And
give us
then
money
some
for
people
that.
come and say, well, we don't.
The university is the one that is supposed to do that, but the university always complain of lack of funding from the government too. So the little resources they have is what they give. To be honest with you, if not for the 86 alumni set and 2001 that gave us some money and equipment for even for last 2001 accreditation for chemical, because we did for the two courses, chemical and petroleum at the same time. Chemical will have had issue.
87 also did.
87,
Were you in 87?
yes.
Maybe they're trying to challenge.
No.
So it was that fund we actually used to repair most of this equipment. But it was then we did all these labor, you see, all these things. It was then. Yes. It was from there. That's why if you look up, you will see Courtesy 86 alumni is there. It's written on the body. It's there.
The label or the
Yes, the label, yes.
No, but the equipment is by the courtesy, or is it the label?
The label.
The label.
And the refurbishment.
The label can't
The
be that
equipment
expensive.
was supplied by PTDF when the
How
building
much
was
is that
donated.
They don't give us money. That's what
No, how much is that label?
We don't know. They bought it for us.
I can't remember the.
But it can't be that much. That
The
label.
university
No,
don't give
no.
us money to do some of these things. That's what.
And you know, the reason why we did it was that the team that came, Professor Okeme, was my lecturer in Unibe. Was the team? She was the team leader. She said our lab was not structured, was not organized. And that was it. That was how it was in Unibe. Because my first was Unibe. We labeled each of the equipment, each transfer, this side. So she came with that idea.
Okay, no, it's a good idea.
So that's why we have to do all this.
So if somebody wanted, I'm trying to, when I go back, I'll try and reach out to some of my classmates who I have not spoken to in years. But I say, okay, just buy a label or something. We don't want that. No, I say at the minimum, if you can't do this. But the label after 3 or 4 years, you need to.
I don't want to allow to. Sir, they didn't tell us to buy label. They gave us the fund. We are the one that use our shape to buy the label. So what we
Organize the lab.
but now that you have the list, the endowment list, so the alumni can work with this. So this is a guy, sir.
I was just
Not the label, sir.
The first time when you talk to people, they say they have the money. I say, okay, I say things are really neat.
These are mass transfer equipment. These are transfer equipment.
Àwọn náà ṣe sign.
And they are working. It's only that we face them. They are working. But we face them for the student to use. We cannot use everything in the semester or in a year. So we replace their manual from time to time with new set of experiments. And the names are there. This is thermal radiation unit equipment. And all of them, this is just a water bath. It's a water bath. Where is Okocha? Okay, Okocha, what's the name of this one? This transfer, the particular name. It's not the thing here.
If they know what you want, if what they need is to provide supervision when you are doing
the labels are there.
so
That's removed.
should be assigned.
But we can get it by here. This one is there. This is jacketed.
We're not
It's exchanger.
I've seen cobwebs on places. They create awareness about environmental cleanliness.
These are the natural and
Engineers are
natural convection.
It's difficult to tell you.
This one is for free mechanics.
I don't expect an engineer to be
Cavitation demonstration. I think it's a ventilometer.
to apply your initiative. All of you do that, even if it's once a month.
That's why we have application for chemical, but we are denied for petroleum and gas. So we need serious help in petroleum and gas.
I know that we have already bankrolled this one. I think
Okay.
my set has already bankrolled this one.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay.
But I'm sure that we can do probably. No. It was this one. It was this one.
The one you did, we wrote it.
It was this one. It's correct.
It was this
There's
one.
another list here. There's another. Take him. Is it this one too? Take it by 86 sets.
Sorry.
UV, VIS. Okay, this is research equipment. This for what's the relay? taken by 86
Is that your
years.
set?
Yes, analytical equipment. This was analytical equipment.
But then like Ele don't move instead of Ele.
The one they've taken, they only told the type.
Taken by.
That's what they told you because she told me this morning.
It was between these and this.
We will find it.
Please give us.
Probably be meet.
Okay.
I think in the next 2 weeks.
Listen, give us like one more 2 weeks.
That's good. But the other side that you're afraid of, I think we have to see. Is the next place we are going now? We will go there.
You know, all this is new to us. That's what we know.
So you can see this this old equipment. So we really need help in this area. Serious help. So most of the equipment listed here, drilling fluid and cement test laboratory equipment. This table B.
Okay, so when you put
Most of the equipment here will be
I want to ask you a
decided in
question.
this place.
So you listed them in dollars.
Yeah, in dollars.
So do you
Because of the stability of the currency.
no, wait, sir. So you intend to buy them locally or you bring them in? I'm just asking.
No, anyway you want to do, you can buy it and
Okay,
ship
because
it
I was
to
going to
us.
say that what if we find these
You can supply it.
because most things are usually what they sell in countries usually times 2. Exactly. So if you and it's easy to buy all these things, Alibaba or wherever, you can buy them. Yes.
It depends on we want to buy it.
It
We
depends.
will need more
Specification and specification.
Right? So one doesn't just go
Like,
and
buy
buy
them.
junk.
It's not this one. Yes. It would be nice to have
more detailed
more
specifications.
We can just anyone you want us to give you can supply more details about the specification.
No,
just put small there.
right?
Just put it.
You know why I say that? So that one doesn't go and buy something.
I get your point. I get your point.
So the model numbers are there.
The model numbers are there already. No, some of them don't have model number. Look at this one. The most stabilized test have model numbers.
You know why model number cannot work? The model number in Alibaba will be different from model number in Cole Palmer. You understand? Right? Model number is dependent on your vendor.
Can I also say something?
Yes.
What if you decide to assist with any of them, that you reach out to them, that together you make the selection.
Yeah,
that would be the best approach.
But you know why I'm a bit why I won't do that line. Typical example, if I have an idea of how much it is and I know that our group can fund it, we will want details on what we choose. Yes.
Sir, the chairman said the shopping list is on the website. We will only update based on the request of the manufacturer.
And if they can say, okay, this one
It's a crystallizer. That one is a huge event evaporator. And you know, to run all these things, you need money. We're talking about material and energy balance. And the more the quantity, the more the money.
So when you teach your students now, what do you use to teach?
No, we don't teach them. We use all those smaller equipment.
That's sure.
No, we don't use them. Even this is still working, but we have phased it out. This is a vertical tank. This one is for, this experience on dynamics of flow. It's still working, but we're working on it. So. We have another workshop. We have 1 here, 1 there. This is called soda pilot plant. What's the soda hydrogen chlorine? It's not an experiment. It's a pilot plant. It's not there at all. It's not there at all. Then what is it? We have some equipment there. Workshop, lathe, drilling machine, cutting machine.
That workshop for your own technology or for the students?
For the department generally. Maybe a machine part is broken, we need to replace it.
Okay.
The machine it here.
Yeah. Because what I'm asking is that in those days, I mean, we'll have all this one in mechanical engineering. So
Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
And most of the equipment here are for testing for draining fluids. Like what we have here is a sand content kit. Sand content kit. Okay. It's used to determine the sand content in a draining fluid. Okay. So that the fluid will not be blocked. You know, the draining apparatus will not be blocked. Okay. Then also here we see what we use to determine the rheological properties of draining fluids. This is viscometer. We thank God there is a set of the alumni that is surveying this area. Actually, we need many of this type of equipment. Well, you need to determine all the rheological properties of fluid, of the fluid. And in this lab as well, this part of it, but this one is faulty actually. It's faulty. It can do the work of this one as well. And in this lab as well, we do production. Under production engineering, we do a lot of testing. I mean, petroleum productions. Here we have the flash point tester to determine the flash point of petroleum fluid, AGO, DPK, PMS. Then we have the color, Lovibond, colorimeter to determine the color, the esteemed standards. Then here we can see the hydrometer kit also. So you determine the specific gravities of fluids. Then we have this very important equipment, distillation apparatus. It's behind my yeah, this distillation apparatus, each of the oil industries, they only have it. It's used to determine the distillation properties of all these petroleum products, right from the initial one. So it's very important that you determine the distillation properties so as to be able to. Engineer is not doing the experiment. Doing the experiment is only for petroleum engineering. Yes. It's only for petroleum engineering. So you can speak as we have been told by the HOD and oil gas. This lab actually needs intervention. We need intervention. We need intervention. This petroleum lab.
And I like the way you are saying it again, emphasizing it again. We really need a lot of assistance in petroleum and gas. Well, that's also there. We also need them from above. It's one of the oldest labs in the department. Well, it used to be chemical reaction engineering lab. So it was done in the last accreditation, we rename it analytical equipment lab. And we moved the reaction engineering equipment there to that lab that we visited first. So all those VIS spectrophotometer will be placed here. This one is also working. This AAS, atomic absorption spectrophotometer. It's working, but the problem is for each metal, you need a different lamp. The last time we priced it, one lamp is about 200,000. So if you want to put a student here to do any work, the student will cry. So
one medicine. So now answer the question of that's the test one medicine that time. So you don't have the money for it. This was used before IR.
That's IR. Is this still working?
No. That time we had a detector issue, and then we needed like 500,000 to wake it up. That time we don't have 500,000.
So as at that time?
Yeah,
not
time.
Even now?
Not now. 2012.
2012.
Yes, we didn't have 500,000.
I used this one last, 2010, when I was to go to UK then for a conference.
I remember.
And since that time, I don't think anybody has used it.
Yes.
Yes, because I use it to test for copper. Yes. So I bought the copper lamp then, but since then, everything has gone up.
And this is also GC.
Exactly. So you can now know what to do.
We will update the list.
That's a very good point.
Yes.
Very good point. Very good point.
We will update the list.
Very good point.
Be able to know. Update the list. Thank you, sir.